Flight. The ability to fly through the use of Ki. Finger beam. The user holds out their index finger and releases an energy beam from their fingertip. Dustard impact. To use it, the user starts by charging an energy sphere in their hands. Then, they draw their hands forward and fire the energy sphere in the form of an energy wave at the opponent, inflicting a great amount of damage. Bomb strike first. Toei prepares a red aura around himself and flies at his opponent, crashing into them directly to inflict a moderate amount of damage.
My lord, finally!
Lord Frisia. First, Toei charges at the opponent, but stops and backs away from them cowardly. Then, he looks behind his opponent and shouts, Lord Frisia, making the opponent look away. While the opponent is distracted, Toei blasts them with a powerful barrage of reddish-orange energy waves, finishing with a powerful blast, inflicting a great deal of damage. Flight. The ability to fly with the use of Ki. Critical uppercut. Dodoria simply uppercuts the opponent, knocking them away, while the force of the attack is so great it causes a small whirlwind around the point of the impact, dealing a huge amount of damage. Dodoria beam. Dodoria fires an energy wave from his mouth. Afterimage technique. An ability to move so swiftly that an image of the user is left behind. Dodoria's blow. Dodoria disappears in front of his opponent and reappears behind them, delivering a powerful punch that goes through their back. Dodoria headbreaker. Dodoria charges towards his opponent with a headbutt, with his head spikes causing great pain, and then he pats his head. Triform. Triform is a technique that allows its user to split into 3 identical duplicates to fight as a group. Maximum Buster. Dodoria raises his hands and charges a yellowish-orange energy sphere. Then, he brings his hands forward and fires it in the form of a large wave of energy at the opponent, inflicting a great amount of damage. Flight. The ability to fly with the use of Ki. Shooting star arrow. First, Zarbon puts his right hand upward and charges an orange energy sphere. He then puts his hand forward and fires an energy wave at the opponent, inflicting a high amount of damage. Elegant blaster. Zarbon puts his hand forward with the other supporting. Then, he charges an orange energy sphere and fires it in the form of an energy wave at the opponent, inflicting a high amount of damage. Bloody dance. Zarbon knocks the opponent into the air and delivers a brutal assault of physical strikes, and finishes by kicking the opponent down to the ground. Monster form. Zarbon has the distinct ability to transform into a reptilian beast. Incorporating brute strength and ferocity, his second form is the opposite in appearance to his first form, becoming grotesque and brutal. The cannon, a very versatile technique that can be fired from both one hand or two. It can be used as a regular full-power energy wave or a giant energy sphere. Purple circle. The user performs a backflip to kick their opponent in the chin, sending them flying. Monster break. Zarbon knees the opponent in their stomach. Then, he slaps the opponent in the face and kicks them up into the air. Finally, Zarbon grabs the opponent by their leg and swings them onto the ground, inflicting a high amount of damage. Monster impact. First, Zarbon dashes towards his target and grabs their head, repeatedly, headbutting the target, critically damaging them. Afterwards, Zarbon throws his injured target into the air, and finally kicks them back down to the ground, resulting in colossal damage. Super beautiful arrow. The user usually brings their arms to their sides, charges up Ki, and then he throws his hands forward one after another as he rapidly fires many energy blasts. Monster crush. Zarbon grabs the opponent by their head and throws them up into the air. Then, he jumps up and slaps the opponent downwards before grabbing them with a pile driver and releasing them as they are sent crashing down into the ground, inflicting a high amount of damage.